I still have pretty decent lighting. Lots of neighborhood noises going on tonight. Music from the random car that literally he just sits in his car all day long. All the time. He just sits in his car and listens to music. I don't even think I see him go in and out of a house. Just sits in his car and listens to music. It's the weirdest thing. And then catty corner across the way is a couple people who have a pool. They don't have any kids, so whenever they have people over to play in the pool, it's always like a bunch of adults drinking. Whatever. Teach their own. They don't cause problems, so it's not a big deal. But those are my neighborhood noises tonight. God, it's been a really full weekend. I was sitting down trying to draft my action list for this coming week. I map out my week on Mondays, my Monday map. But I like to write down a list of things that I want to make sure that I think about before I officially put them on my action list for the week. I am a true believer in the fact that, like, it's best to make official plans and choices if you've had like 24 hours to think about it. That's especially important with anything big, but it's also kind of important with anything small. So that way you're not making a bigger deal out of something that's so small, and you are able to try not to overthink the small things. So I kind of just write out a sloppy list on Sunday nights, and then on Monday when I map out my week, I refer to that list. I really, really, really need to start making some serious moves on planning my wedding. Because I'm falling behind on that really, really quickly. It is less than a year away by 2 months now. And I really, 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 really need to start doing things for that because I have not started to plan anything. And like as far as our planning has gone is basically making a list of what's important to us and what's not. And that's pretty much as far as I've gotten. Other than having a date, but like venue and reception and all of that is still like we've been avoiding it. But if we want to have a wedding, we need to plan it. So that's definitely something that's going to be on my action list. And yeah, I try not to put myself under too much pressure to get like a ton of stuff done because that's normally when nothing gets done. When I try to put serious pressure on myself to get tons of stuff done, that's when nothing gets done. And I like to make sure that I give myself space to do things that aren't necessarily on my action list, because it makes me feel a little bit more accomplished. Like, I'll get a few things on my action list done, and I'll get something else done that's not necessarily on my action list. Makes me feel like I've done more than I planned to, so I don't put, like, every tiny little thing on my action list, which is why I like to kind of write a rough draft list on Sunday nights and then go after it on Monday. I do have some videos they need to edit and post. I'm probably going to quick edit this and post it today. Because if I wait until I edit the other two before I post this one, then, like, it won't make sense hearing about what I did on Sunday on, like, Thursday. So, yeah. This is a random ramble sesh. But the sunset is beautiful. And I have a few minutes, so I wanted to come out and say hey and catch up on the little stuff, because the big stuff isn't the only stuff that makes a difference. Actually, the big stuff is a very small majority of the stuff that makes a difference. It's all the little stuff that make really huge moves in your life, and you gotta give yourself credit for those things. You really gotta give yourself credit for doing all the little things. Fireworks. In the city, though, when I hear fireworks go off, the only thing I can think of is, oh, there's going to be a citation. You can have fun without doing things that are illegal. So keep that in mind, because I feel like people are so flippant with fireworks because they're like, oh, it's the 4th of July. Cops aren't really gonna. Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will, because there's a lot of money to be made in that. Because, I mean, it's a known thing, and unless you plead insanity, they know they can at least make money off of you, so. And they know that you got it if you bought fireworks, because fireworks are not cheap. But yeah, just kind of decompressing from a Sunday, and you'll see me again with a ramble tomorrow. Good night.
That movie is not really a movie.
Okay, I'll come up and change it in just a minute, okay? Cal will be up in just a sec.
Looks like a protective tip for your finger, but it's a sharp, versatile, comfortable, and most importantly, safe blade. Nimble can be worn on any finger. It cuts paper, scotch
Are you
tape,
done?
and opens food easily and simply.
Okay.
Notice the nimble